Welcome back, amigo. So hopefully this is going to be a really quick video for you. I'm just going to quickly talk you through setting goals and outcomes. If you watched the last video, then you know that we're going to set a 90-day goal and then a 60-day check-in and a 30-day check-in. So I'm just going to talk you through the process of how we're going to go about setting these goals real quick. If you've done goal setting before and you know what you're doing, a lot of you have done it in work, then you can probably skim through this video. But if you're stuck on your goals, then give this a watch, okay? So when you're setting goals, you're going to work through SMART goal setting protocol. So the S, specific, okay? So this is fitness goal number 1, make it specific to what you want to achieve. So when you filled in, this is why we fill in all the stuff, so that we can get our protocol, our outcomes absolutely nailed down and solid, and there's enough kind of drive behind them. We want drive behind our outcomes. I want you to achieve your outcomes. I want you to want to achieve your outcomes. If you set an outcome, a goal, and you're kind of half-arsed, you're not really that fussed about it, then it's not strong enough. Okay, we want these to be absolutely solid outcomes so that you've got the drive and the motivation to achieve them. So use this page here, the first page you filled in, 90-day targets. Why now? What do you want to achieve? Use this as kind of fuel for your goals. Your goals should be specific to these targets, okay? I'm going to scroll back, but make them specific. Measurable. Again, this is why we set these starting points, so that we can measure them. Our current body weight is 80 kilos. I want to drop 5 kilos, so that means I need to be below 75 kilos, okay? A lot of people just set goals and they're like, I'd quite like to lose some weight, or make the gym more is one I see often. I'm like, define more. Are you making it 1 time a week now and you want to make it 3? Do you want to make it 3 times every week? All right, multiply that up, by the 90 days. And then, so what would that be? How many weeks? Oh God, I don't have the maths to figure this out. But multiply 3 workouts a week by 13 weeks in 90 days. I think there's 13 weeks. And then, or 12 or 13 weeks, multiply it and then minus a few just to give yourself a little bit of leeway in case, you're ill and need to miss a couple of workouts. But make sure it's measurable, okay? Be happier is one I've seen a couple of times. You can't measure that, okay? Increase confidence actually is one. That's probably one of the most common ones I see. Is my goal is to increase my confidence. Okay, so you can't really measure it. Confidence isn't measurable. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to say, right, I'm going to hit my strategic confidence. Where are we? My strategic confidence. There. That's how you increase your confidence. So rather than saying, get more confident, be more confident, because you can't measure that, you're going to go, all right, I'm going to hit my strategic confidence 6 days out of 7 every week. Okay? Never go for the full 7. Okay? Because 90 days is a long time. If you're aiming for, basically you're doing 3 wins for 90 days. In an ideal world, I'd love you to do that, but shit happens. And then if you aim to do this every day for 90 days, and then 30 days in, you miss a day, then you're like, oh, fuck it, I'll give up then. Okay, give yourself a little bit of leeway. Maybe say I'm going to do this every day for 85 days or 80 days. I think when I spoke about my goals, one of my goals, my last 90 days, in the last 90 days, one of my goals was to, I tend to overthink quite a lot and stress out, especially when it comes to work and relationships. So I wanted to kind of deal with that a little bit better. So my goal for the last 90 days was to meditate for 10 minutes a day. But rather than 900 minutes of meditation, I set myself a goal of 800 minutes of meditation. Okay? So that's 10 minutes a day, every day minus 10. So it gives me a little bit of leeway. If I'm hungover, I don't really want to meditate. If I'm ill, I don't really want to meditate. Sometimes I've got a busy day. Okay? It just gives you a little bit of leeway. But anyway, I digress from the goal. Make it measurable. So specific to the stuff you filled in the start. Measurable, make sure it can be measured. Achievable and realistic, I kind of put in the same bracket. If one of your goals is to lose 4 stone in 90 days, it's not going to fucking happen. Be realistic with your goal. If you are unsure what is realistic, what's realistic, what's achievable, drop me a message. Alright? There's a form as well online for you to fill these in. What I would do is I would fill it in on the form first, then that comes through to myself or one of the team members, then we will email it back to you within a couple of days and say, yep, good goals, or nah, not so good, try change this, try change that, make this a bit more measurable, and then put it in pen in your book. Okay, you don't want to put it in your book and then have one of us come back and be like, actually, I'll change this, okay? But yeah, if you're not sure what's achievable and what's realistic, then let us know and we can help you out and let you know what is. Because the last thing you want to do, the reason for this, the last thing you want to do is set a goal that's just not even nowhere near achievable, and then you're 40 days in and you suddenly realise I'm not going to hit this goal, and then all motivation's gone, you know? In an ideal world, I want you guys hitting these outcomes within 70 days, okay? So think about that instead. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time frame. I mean, the time frame's kind of set for you because of the 90 days, but include a date. So within 90 days is the kind of aim, but if you've got an event, if you've got a party, like I don't know, you've got a wedding or something, then you can stretch it to 95 days, you can bring it down to 85, you know, somewhere within the 90-day goal. So a lot of you guys on the program, some of you will have a 90 days, some of you will have a 95. Nobody's end date is going to be, you know, the same. And then, but yeah, set a date that it's got to be achieved by, okay? This basically gives you a little bit of urgency about the goal. If you've ever been in work, uni, wherever, and somebody say, you know, your boss has come over and said, oh, can you do this for me? But they've not given you a deadline. Kind of any work that's not got a deadline gets put to the back and it's not prioritised, okay? Because you're like, well, there's no time for me to do it. If somebody comes over and says, I need this by 5 p.m. today, it's going to get done, okay? Give yourself a time frame, because otherwise your goal can just drag on forever, okay? It gets to the 90 days and you've either achieved your goal or you've not. That's it. It doesn't get dragged on, it doesn't get put longer. You've either got it or you've not got it. So then what we're going to do after you've set your 90-day goal, you're going to break it down into a 30 and a 60-day goal, okay? This is just 90 days is a long time. If you have a 30-day check-in, then it gives you a kick up the arse, because what I find with this 30-day check-in is a lot of the time people set their goal, they don't do anything for the first 2 weeks. You've now got 16 days to fucking hit this, okay? Set that check-in because it's a kick up the arse to start on day 1. So a 30-day check-in and a 60-day check-in. The best thing to do is just divide by 3, okay? Just break it up nice, easy. Again, I've said before, you might want to be a little bit more lenient towards the end, because often progression is quicker at the start and the middle. That's up to you, okay? And then obviously we've spoken about this before. Why is it important? How are you going to ensure that you achieve the goal? What are your obstacles to the goal? Okay, 2 fitness goals, 1 non-fitness goal. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, if you try and fill in the form online, the link will be below this video. Try and fill that in first before putting pen in your book, just in case you need to change it. Alright, let's get these outcomes set and let's start fucking hitting them.